Good day, everybody. This is React, um, Redux, I guess, but React Chapter 2, Creating and Using Components. So these chapters are very short. So I'm just going to obviously explain the chapter and then go over what we did. Um, so so basically it's creating our first component. So I guess it would be your product as highlighted. But basically, so okay, so obviously I changed the source code, right? So again, you just run your usual stuff, but now I've obviously got all of this here. As you can see, I've gotten rid of the CSS as to something we did. But obviously, as this goes on, it adds in more stuff like product and whatever. I just want to scroll through here quickly and see what I can actually explain. Um, okay, that was the end. Okay, here's a summary. So basically, we just create a component. That would be the products component that retrieves product data from any array and letter and later renders that data on this page. Okay, so it's basically activity we did in class. So here you can see I have a nickname from nickname. This is going to let nicknames. So I just took, this is my main nickname. These are just ones I kind of made up because I didn't really know what else to put down. So here we have nicknames to your name, obviously. So if your name's Melissa, it would be Missy, Lisa, I guess, or I don't know, Mull, as like Mull, you know. Anyway, um, then our function, we obviously return it into my nickname, so it will display that, and then it's got obviously the nickname. Um, and then I have a nickname drop like JS. So I think this is called JSX actually. So here we're obviously going to import React from React. So our const is nickname. So here we're going to have our array. And then this is just an empty array. So basically what it's doing is that it's going to push it forward. So it's going to push all the nicknames forward and it's going to display it. So it's not just going to be like an empty array. And how it goes is that this like stacks one underneath each other. So here for each. So this is a for each method. Nickname index. So basically what it's doing is that it's going to go, so it's a parameter, and it's going to go get that argument, and then it's going to push that argument forward, and that's going to go over for each and every one of them. And then it's just going to return the nickname elements. And here you generally assume that they'd be in a like a line, but no. So let me run this. Okay, so while I'm busy with it, let me show you all the commands we use. So obviously npm start for once you've used everything. I always use this one. You kind of have to. I'm not in the lead of my own laptop for some reason. But anyway, you've got the create React app and then you name it. So my app doesn't work, so all lowercase. And then npm install g create React app, and that's when you name it. And then you put your directory elsewhere. And then, okay, that's needed for chapter 3. You install the bootstrap. And then you just run npm i, and then npm starts. Here it starts, and then it will open up your browser for you and take you straight to that page. So it's like no link, whatever. Go away, sorry. So here you go, my nicknames. And then here you'll see it is got all of my nicknames, courts, court, and courtee. Yeah, so that is basically what chapter 2 is doing. It's creating your first component, basically. Chapter 3, this was using that bootstrap, React bootstrap. So chapter 3, bindings, props, state, and events. So CSS class binding, so it's just your typical CSS basically, but it's using bootstrap. So here is the command you'd use to install React Bootstrap. So it's basically just making buttons and stuff. So here we can go to this like exact web page and go through a bunch of stuff, which I'll go to now because I'm not exactly done with mine. I started, but it does not look nice. I think I put it in here. So obviously you got your imports like button from React Bootstrap and that kind of stuff. So let's actually go there. I know I did search it, React Bootstrap. Let's go look. Enter, come now. There we go. Now we go to components. And here it's got a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, let's go to buttons. So you can see they've got a whole bunch of buttons, during like page buttons and stuff, and obviously you've got all your code. Yeah, so I'm just indecisive. Here is more buttons. Okay, let's do this, shall we? I'm gonna copy this. Going to go here. Now I'm just gonna save it. Going to run my chapter. Oopsie. npm start. Now I was trying to get to work and I don't know if it worked. So we're gonna see now. Here we go. It's not exactly working, but I'm assuming that's because of something in my CSS files, something I haven't removed. Let me import React. Maybe that's why. Okay, let's go check it out now and refresh. Okay, well, yeah. So that is that basically. Let's try carousels. So we'll just do the first one we see. Let's go like this, save. Okay, failed to comply. Why? Error. Oh, probably the image. That's going to be a bit of a pain. So this is probably not going to work. Let's just stick to. Let's just stick to. What about an accordion? Accordions are very ugh, boring. Let's try. I'm sorry, I'm just indecisive. This video is going to be very long for no reason at all. Okay, let's go. Okay. Let me read this. Okay, those are normal buttons, button groups. This is where we were. Okay, let's try this one. This doesn't look like it needs an image. No, obviously not. It's a button. And now let's import React. There we go. Let's save this. Okay. Now if we go to our web page, refresh, here we go. So Bootstrap. So anything, I think my headphones are dying. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you.